There's a moment no camera can fully capture. The second a Doberman realizes the tiny bundle his family just brought home is his to protect forever. This is that moment. And if you've never seen a dog fall in love before, you're about to. If stories like this make your heart stop, you're not alone. Thousands of people just like you hit subscribe because they never want to miss a moment like this. If you haven't yet, now is the perfect time. This family's story is only getting started. Duke was 3 years old when the nursery appeared. He didn't understand paint swatches or flat pack furniture, but he understood change. Every Doberman does. They read a room the way most humans never could. The shift in routine, the new smell on the blankets, the way his owner Sarah rubbed her stomach and looked at the door a little differently every evening. Duke started sleeping outside the nursery door 6 weeks before the baby arrived. Nobody taught him to do that. Sarah noticed it first on a Tuesday night. She'd gotten up for a glass of water, and there he was, stretched across the hallway, head resting on his front paws, facing the nursery door like he was standing guard over something that hadn't arrived yet. She stood there in the dark for a long moment, just watching him. Then she went back to bed and cried quietly into her pillow, not from sadness, from something she couldn't quite name. The morning Sarah went to the hospital, Duke sat at the window for 4 hours straight. He didn't eat, he didn't pace, he just watched. His ears up, his eyes steady, like a soldier waiting for orders he already knew were coming. When the car finally pulled into the driveway, something shifted in him. His whole body went still. The front door opened slowly. Sarah's husband, Marcus, walked in first, carrying a car seat. Duke's nose went to work immediately, filtering through every new scent, cataloging, processing. His tail moved once, slowly, then again. Then Sarah stepped inside, and Duke looked up at her face. He'd learned long ago that her face told him everything he needed to know. She was smiling. She was crying, both at once. Duke had never seen that combination before. He took one careful step forward. "Easy, Duke, easy." Marcus kept his voice low. Duke's ears flicked toward him, acknowledged, but his eyes stayed locked on the car seat, on the small, wrapped shape inside it. Sarah knelt down, slowly, and tilted the carrier so Duke could see. The baby was asleep, pink-faced, fists curled, chest rising and falling in that impossibly soft newborn rhythm. Duke leaned forward just slightly and sniffed. 1 breath, 2. Then he sat down, square on his haunches, like he'd just made a decision that would define the rest of his life. Mine to protect. Marcus exhaled. He hadn't realized he'd been holding his breath. Later, he'd tell people that the room felt different after that moment. Quieter, like something had officially been decided, not by the humans, but by Duke, and the house had simply settled into it. What happened over the next 3 weeks quietly broke Marcus and Sarah in the best possible way. Duke chose a spot, 3 feet from the bassinet, and made it his. Not underfoot, not intrusive, just present, the way a Doberman is present when they've decided something matters. When the baby cried at 2 a.m., Duke was awake before either parent, standing, alert, waiting. When Sarah nursed in the rocking chair, Duke lay at her feet and didn't move until she did. When visitors came to see the baby, Duke positioned himself, always, between the door and the bassinet. Calm, quiet, immovable. One evening, Sarah's mother came over and reached into the bassinet without thinking. Duke didn't growl, he didn't bark. He simply stood up and stepped forward, one slow, deliberate step, and looked at her. Sarah's mother pulled her hand back instinctively. Then she laughed, a little shaken. "He's not aggressive," Sarah told her. "He's just letting you know she has someone." One afternoon, Marcus filmed something he almost didn't believe. The baby, 7 weeks old now, starting to focus her eyes, reached a tiny cyst out from her blanket, aimlessly, the way newborns do, and Duke, lying beside her on the floor, shifted his enormous head forward. The baby's fist landed on his nose. Duke didn't move a muscle. He just closed his eyes. Like this was exactly where he was supposed to be. Marcus watched the footage back 3 times that night. Each time he got to the same part, Duke closing his eyes and had to put his phone down. People talk about Dobermans like there's something to be afraid of, like their size and their stillness and the intelligence behind their eyes is a warning. But Sarah would tell you something different now. She'd tell you there's a reason Duke started sleeping outside that nursery door 6 weeks before her daughter arrived. He already knew. He already loved her. Her name is Lily. She's 4 months old now, and she has never, not once, cried without Duke being the first one in the room. She started reaching for him deliberately, tiny fingers finding his ears, his jaw, the soft place between his eyes. And Duke holds so perfectly still for her every single time, like he understands she is learning the world and he wants to be a good first chapter. Marcus says Duke changed the day Lily came home. Softer, he says, more careful, like something huge settled inside him. Sarah just shakes her head when he says that. He was always like that, she says. We just finally gave him someone small enough to show it to. There's a moment, it happens maybe once in a lifetime if you're lucky, when you watch an animal love a human being so completely, so instinctively, so entirely without condition that you forget for a second to breathe. Duke didn't need training for this. He didn't need commands or corrections or careful introductions rehearsed in front of a mirror. He needed 1 breath, 2, and a tiny fist landing on his nose. That was enough. That was everything. Duke and Lily have given their family 100 of those moments already. They're just getting started. Sarah keeps a small notebook on the kitchen counter now. She started it the week Lily came home. Every time Duke does something that stops her heart, every silent vigil, every gentle nudge, every moment he places himself between Lily and the rest of the world, she writes it down. She says she never wants to forget. She says someday, when Lily is old enough to understand, she wants to hand her that notebook and say, before you knew how to say his name, he already knew how to love you. That notebook has 43 entries now. It started on the night Sarah found Duke sleeping outside an empty nursery door, long before Lily existed in this house as anything more than a hope. So here's something I keep thinking about. Do you believe a dog can sense a baby before they ever meet? Or does love like this only happen the moment they're in the same room? Tell me what you think in the comments. And if Duke and Lily's story found you today, the subscribe button is right there, because this kind of love deserves a witness, and that witness could be you.